Hi, Cancer. Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, for lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable, and I do appreciate it. In return, I will be sharing information with you to help you get closer to your highest aspirations. So please do not hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that we help everyone grow, as well as helping me grow in return. Now, below, I have the links for my literature, being that I'm an author of mystery suspense thrillers. You can find my Amazon, my author page, any links that pertain to me and my literature for mental chatter musings can be found in the down bar below, as well as the links for the healing chakra beads. And one more link that I'm adding would be for one of my coworkers. She makes sun catchers. They are so beautiful. And I really want to see her reach expand beyond Clarkston. So if you'd like a sun catcher, she makes them custom. She even, here, let me show you the bottom of mine. She even put a book on mine, which I love it. I call her Calico Kitty, so she put a kitten there for me. And she's even got my zodiac sign and the sun back there behind that. They're really beautiful. They really are. And if you like one, don't hesitate to message her and tell her Ebony sent you. Okay. So now let's get into our horoscopes or transits. Right now, this is for the month of April, although we will be covering the entirety of Aries season as well, which goes from March 20th through April 19th. The cardinal fire sign of Aries is ruled by Mars, planet of energy, challenges, sports, among other things, making Aries the fiery, competitive sign that is always up for the challenge. Like the ram, they face their opposition head on, but still, it doesn't take away from their passionate, fun side, because they come to the party with a confident and direct approach. Okay, so this season, we could be tempted to let our aggression get the best of us. So let's just take it one step at a time and avoid being too impulsive. Okay, let's just use this boost of that vitality to work on something you're passionate about. Okay, new projects are calling. Spring is here. It's here officially. So let's see where some of our major planets will be transiting. Now, we talked about this last month in the March newsletter about Taurus, Uranus being in Taurus. It stays there between 2 and 6 degrees until May, when it moves past the 6-degree mark. So any planets that you have, or houses that you have in Cancer, Capricorn, or Libra, there's an opposition to this transit. So you want to go to Cafe Astrology and get your free natal chart to find out if any of your houses or planets are at between 2 and 6 degrees of Cancer, Capricorn, or Libra, because you will feel those shifts in your values, money, resources, and love more than the collective. Okay. And I say finances and love as well, because Taurus reigns over your values, your money, and your resources. It also deals with love because it is ruled by Venus. Okay. So you have to kind of tie all that in there. The sun enters Aries on March 19th, and it remains there until April 19th. Vesta enters Gemini on March 21st. Okay. So this puts bright ideas, or it gives you the opportunity to put bright ideas into place. Get out there and network. With Vesta and Gemini, you'll be thinking more analytically than emotionally. So I just want you to be discerning as to where you implement that business focused mindset. You don't want to go home and treat your lover or your significant other as if they're a business partner, regardless of whether they are or not. There's a fine line with that. You have to allow your heart center to remain open. Okay. Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, enters Aries on April 11th, helping you to get those new ideas off the ground with gusto. Just try not to be impatient as you forge ahead getting things done. Look forward to communication being a lot more clear than it was in Pisces. Communication is more direct and it's more clear and less emotional during Aries season. On April 27th, Mercury transitions into Taurus, where communication becomes more sensual, even sexy. You might receive love messages from the most unexpected places. This is also a time where strong stances are taken on serious matters and otherwise. So try to look at things from all perspectives when communicating and don't be too rigid. Venus, planet of romance, finances, abundance, pleasure. It enters the mutable sign, air sign of Gemini on April the 3rd. So you might find yourself attracted to someone who's more intelligent or well-versed. You'll be feeling talkative and flirty. But like I said, it all depends on who stimulates, your curiosity. But you will definitely be more attracted to those that are intelligent, who show their intelligence. Mars, planet of energy and challenges, enters Aquarius on March 30th, and so returns our confidence. You'll move forward to accomplishing goals with great determination, and also inventive ideas can propel your career forward. I'll touch on that below in the individual scopes. Jupiter is quintile Chiron, aspecting Capricorn and Aries on the 23rd. It's the day before the new moon. Is that today or tomorrow? I'm shooting this on the 22nd. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is the day before the new moon. So fated events can take place. Karma's at play. Chiron is the wounded healer. It aspects our all-around health, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. Regardless of whether you want to or not, health focus is being pushed into our faces with this virus going around and affecting people. You may have to stay inside and change your exercise regimen since we can't go to the gyms and things like that. You want to maintain your health and take care of yourself, being that you may be stuck inside, and ward against eating or drinking to fulfill the lack you may be feeling. Okay. So that's important around that time, whether you want to or not, or whether you want to deal with it or not. With Chiron there, you'll be dealing with health, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. It's just, it's just how it is. April 4th, Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is conjunct Pluto, the planet of rebirth, renewal, resources, debt, taxes, power, both at 24 degrees. Okay. This is a major alignment of two very powerful hitters. It happens not only on April the 4th, but June 30th and November 12th of this year. You'll feel compelled to accomplish your dreams, to utilize your power. It's bringing your ambition to the forefront in a major, major way. So note those dates and times down as times to really tap into your passion. The drive you muster right now can help you to achieve your greatest goals thus far. Okay. Saturn moves into Aquarius and out of Capricorn on March 21st, and it stays there until the beginning of July. Although this creates challenges for some of the signs, don't panic, because squares, challenges can be overcome. As you know, Saturn is the planet of restrictions and responsibility, even karma, good or bad. Your actions help determine how your karma plays out. I don't want to say I don't care, but regardless of what anyone says, the energy you put out is the energy you get back. Okay? Period. If you want good karma, do good works. Okay? Now, those with better aspects because of that transit are Aries, Gemini, Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Okay? You have really good aspects, because of that. But even with that being said, I didn't mention my sign in that, although I don't have just direct direct good things happening to me because of it going into Aquarius. I kind of still do, because Saturn is leaving the house where my career and communication is. So that being said, it's leaving Jupiter there. So I have a release in that area, and Jupiter's there to do its thing in my career. Okay, so that's a great thing. So you kind of, you know, if you know your chart, you can look at it to where you can find the silver lining. Saturn is quincunx the true node in Cancer on April 17th. So while Saturn highlights challenges in certain areas, it's pushing you to overcome those hurdles. Once you have, great rewards will be bestowed upon you in those areas. So don't get discouraged when you see Papa Saturn hanging around. He's just there to do he's there to make sure you do the work that you're supposed to do to accomplish the goals that you deserve to accomplish. Now, the planet of rebirth, renewal, and resources, Pluto, goes retrograde in Capricorn on the 25th of April until October 4th. Okay, so that's a time to utilize all those resources that you've acquired while the planet was direct. Scorpio will be affected most by this transit. Okay, just because their modern ruler is Pluto. The full seed moon on April 7th is in the cardinal air sign of Libra. The spotlight not only shines on Libra, like the spotlight is shining on me. I'm trying to give you guys more light so that you can see me in the videos. And consequently, it's heating me up. So if you notice, you know, that's what it is. I have a spotlight on me. So while it's making me uncomfortable, it's for your betterment. Now, as I said, Libra this is a time, this full seed moon is a time of illumination and culmination. Things come to a culmination. Are you expecting a judgment in a case or the resolution of a situation? Because this moon can bring that about. Okay. The new moon on April 22nd is in the fixed earth sign of Taurus. So it's a time for new beginnings. The new moon calls for you to start new projects, Cancer. It's a new season that's in gear. Spring cleaning applies to life and home. So please apply it in both areas. As you can tell, or if you didn't notice, which I'm going to tell you anyway, Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus, which means love rules or flavors this entire month. You know, it's all about the love. Finances as well, because Venus deals with finances. Okay, so let's get into your astrology, your individual astrology, Cancer. Cancer ranges from June 21st to July 22nd. Mars, planet of challenges and energy, enters Aquarius on the 30th, affecting intimacy and relationships for you. Okay? All the unhealthy traits you've often repeated will be brought to the forefront for you to deal with now. You may not be seeing things as others do around you, though. So try to keep your focus on what really, really matters and just detach from the rest. Okay? Because you'll need to. You'll definitely need to. Your sun is being opposed by several planets for the remainder of March. Things will calm down a bit in April. Okay. So then that's when your focus will shift to your 8th house of finances, death, and rebirth. It's going to be highlighted. So let's hope a boost in finances is actually coming for you. I'm actually betting on it. Think ahead on how to invest. Be methodical, during this time, because you will need to invest your money where it needs to be invested. So don't just jump and do something, out of nowhere without thinking it through first. Okay. When Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, couples with Pluto, the planet of resources, renewal, debt, taxes, power, you'll feel a big push urging you to forge ahead. Just be cautious as to how you proceed. Take your time. your being requires nurturing right now. The entire time will require you to detach and focus on your health, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, all of that. Okay? You have a lot of energies coming in, whether it's from your career or your work environment, that mean to throw you off kilter. Okay, so you want to be mindful of that, and just step back and don't get involved in the melee that's going around you. As well as don't be the bringer of the melee. Okay, so the shift of Aquarius into the shift of Saturn into Aquarius on March the 21st is great for you. Okay, you are one of the people who will be feeling good because of this transit. Okay, the opposition that was created when it was in Capricorn will be no more. Okay, so your well-being is getting a definite boost. Now, before I end the Cancer video, I just want to make sure that I express how important it is for you to not let outside energies affect you and in turn make you become negative. It's very, very, very important that you detach from anything that means to stagnate your progress this month. Okay? That's very, very important. With all the nurturing you give to others, it's time to nurture yourself. Okay? Do the right things for yourself. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next month, Cancer.